Well, today, the United Nations Security Council held a meeting in New York City to discuss Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The main focus of today's meeting was the attack of the country's largest nuclear power plant. The plant accounts for about 25% of Ukraine's power generation. The UN Atomic Watchdog Agency has expressed grave concern that fighting could cause accidental damage to Ukraine's 15 other reactors. And joining us now to talk about it is moderator of NBC's Meet the Press, Chuck Todd. So we are a week into this invasion. Where do things stand right now? Is there any sign of this ending?
There's no sign of this ending. Obviously, I think the dour assessment from the French president, who's the last sort of the Western leaders to speak directly with Putin, and he got off the phone with him, and it seemed to think this is going to get worse, that Putin was determined to see this through to the end, right? Whatever the definition of that is. And I do think, here we are after 8 days. It's already gone a lot differently than many of the smartest people thought would happen. I think a lot of people thought the Russian Red Army would just roll over Ukraine. A lot of folks thought the Ukrainian government may flee. None of that has happened. And so in 8 days, what you've seen is stronger resistance within Ukraine. And what has that done? That has really ratcheted up, I think, and hardened the spine, if you will, of the European alliance, as well as the NATO alliance and the United States. Where we were a week ago on sanctions, on help, things like that, and where we are today is night and day. And don't be surprised if a lot of things change in the next 8 days. So look, the Ukrainians really want a no-fly zone. The NATO alliance is fearful of a direct confrontation with Russia, but another nuclear power plant getting attacked, it's going to get, I think, the longer this goes on and the stronger the Ukrainian resistance, the harder it's going to be for the West to sit by and watch.
Exactly. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham pushing for Putin to be held accountable, even introducing a Senate resolution that supports the Ukrainian government and calling Putin a war criminal. Some are saying it's just symbolic, but does this hold any weight here?
Here's how it holds weight. I think the idea that you have a lot of entities calling for at least a chronicling of the war of potential war crimes that Russia's committed. Look, just attacking that nuclear facility, it may meet the definition on its own already. Here's the thing: how does Putin get let back into the world order after all of this? And that's where it feels like we are. 10 days ago, I think we all thought there was an off-ramp here for Putin. There was an off-ramp for everybody where you would have some stability here. After this, after what we've seen the Russians do, how committed they are, it's unclear how Putin gets let back into the world order, how we ever not isolate the Russians while Putin's in charge. So I don't think it's clear how this ends anytime soon. That's for sure.
Chuck Todd, thanks so much. Always enjoy your insight. And of course, you can catch more with Chuck Todd on Sunday at 10 a.m. right here on WCNC Charlotte.